Good morning, students. Last time we had started, this is your grammar textbook, right? Standard 7th, and we had started with lesson 1, the sentence, right? I had shown you all the books and how many CWs you have to make. That also I had told you. Now we had finished all these portion. Let us once go through what are the parts of a sentence. Parts of a sentence are, there are two parts. The sentence is made up of two parts, subject and predicate. Subject is that part of sentence which names that sentence, what the sentence is about, right? Sentence किसके बारे में है वो हमें बताता है, that is the subject. And predicate is that part of sentence which says something about the subject, right? For example, all the players contributed to the victory of the team. Subject and predicate. What is the contributed to the victory of the team? कौन किसने contribute किया? तो all the players. That is the subject, right? So this is the way you have to identify the subject in the sentence. Subject and predicate. The subject of sentence usually comes first, but occasionally it can be placed at the after the predicate. कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि predicate के बाद में भी उसको रखा जाता है. In the heart of the forest lived a saint, right? That is predicate. In the heart of the forest. कौन lived a saint? Saint is the subject of the sentence, right? The verb is an essential part of the predicate. वर्ब इज़ एन एसेंशियल पार्ट ऑफ द प्रेडिकेट. प्रेडिकेट में वर्ब आना चाहिए. वर्ब मतलब अपना एक्शन वर्ड होता है. द वर्ड विच शोज एक्शन हैपनिंग इन द सेंटेंस इज कॉल्ड द predicate. In an interactive sentence the subject is always you. Sorry, imperative sentence. Imperative sentence मतलब understood होता है कि you is our subject, पर वो उसको mention नहीं किया होता है sentence में, but we have to understand. For example, go. तो गो किसको बोला है? तुमको बोला है, यू. सो यू इज़ द सब्जेक्ट, राइट? बट इट इज़ इम्प्लाइड एंड नॉट स्टेटेड. दैट मीन्स उसको इम्प्लाई किया गया, स्टेट नहीं किया. सिट डाउन. सिट डाउन किसको बोला है? यू, राइट? सो यू इज़ द सब्जेक्ट. इट इज़ इम्प्लाइड. Open your books at page number 28. Here also you is the subject, but it is implied. It is to be understood. It is not stated in the sentence. That is important. Now moving on to exercise 3. We had stopped here. Let us do the exercise. Draw one line under the subject and draw two lines under the predicate. तो subject जो है उसके नीचे आपको one line करना है, predicate के नीचे two lines करना है. Now first one is several herbal plants grown in our kitchen garden have great medicinal properties. Have great medicinal properties. That is your predicate, right? किसके बारे में ये बता रहा है? Several herbal plants grown in our kitchen. Herbal plants जो हमारे किचन में उगाए गए हैं उसका medicinal value काफ़ी है, right? So that is being stated here. So our several herbal plants grown in our kitchen is the subject. Now tulsi is one of them. One of them क्या? tulsi. Tulsi is our subject and is one of them जिसमें verb आया, that is our predicate. Eat a couple of tulsi leaves every day to remain healthy. Eat what? Couple of tulsi leaves. So couple of tulsi leaves is our subject and every day to remain healthy. Eat every day to remain healthy. This is our predicate. Drinking large quantities of water removes toxic substances from our body, right? So large quantities of water, उसके बारे में हम बोल रहे हैं. तो क्या करता है वो? It removes toxic substances from our body. Removes is our verb. So this is our predicate. Drinking is also our verb. Further, we must not drink water from a pond or a lake. Water from a pond or a lake, उसके बारे में बताया जा रहा है. क्यों? We must not drink because it cannot be good. So we must not drink is our predicate and this is our subject. Even tap water should be boiled before drinking. Now tap water के बारे में हमको बताया जा रहा है. Should be boiled before drinking. So tap water is our subject and rest is our predicate. Should be boiled. ये इसके नीचे डबल लाइन होना चाहिए. On the topmost shelf of my cupboard lies a big red book. On the topmost shelf of my cupboard. So topmost shelf of your cupboard is your subject. Lies a big red book. That is our predicate. This book gives very useful health tips. कौन किसके बारे में बताया जा रहा है? दिस बुक के बाद क्या करती है वो? गिव्स वेरी यूजफुल हेल्थ टिप्स. सो दिस इज अवर predicate. Now let us move on to kinds of sentences. There are different kinds of sentences. Sentences are of four kinds. One, assertive or declarative, which is in the statement form. जब आप कोई भी normal statement दे रहे हो, कुछ declare कर रहे हो, then it becomes an assertive or declarative sentence. Interrogative मतलब question होता है, it always ends in a question mark. Imperative sentences, it is a command, instruction, advice or request. It also ends in a full stop. This one also ends in a full stop. And exclamatory sentences are those which are having exclamation mark in the end or somewhere in the sentence, and they are showing strong feelings, they are exclaiming strong feelings, right? So let us study each one of them. Assertive or declarative sentences, that is statements. An assertive or declarative sentence says or states something. ये state करता है कुछ, it is a statement. That is why it is called an assertive sentence. Okay, assertive sentences are of two kinds, affirmative or positive and negative. दो होते हैं जिसमें not या can not, कुड नॉट, ये सब नॉट वाले जो वर्ड्स ऐड किए जाते हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेज. एंड अफर्मेटिव और पॉजिटिव वंस आर दोज विच शो पॉजिटिव स्टेटमेंट्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, the fox looked at the pieces of cheese, that is affirmative. The fox did not like it, that is negative. Did not आया इसमें, that is why it is a negative sentence. So first type, assertive type, is just a statement. It has two types, positive or affirmative and negative. Now let us move to interrogative मतलब questions, जहाँ पे आप questions पूछते हो. The statement also ends in a question mark, that is called interrogative sentences. An interrogative sentence asks a question. Interrogative sentences are also of two kinds, yes no question, WH question. yes no question मतलब वैसे क्वेश्चन जिसका आंसर आपको पता है yes या no में ही मिलने वाला, it is a short answer, right? The person is not going to elaborate it, so you know that the answer is only yes and no. एंड WH क्वेश्चन वो होता है जिसका आंसर कुछ भी हो सकता है, जो WH वर्ड से स्टार्ट होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, व्हेन, वेयर, हु, these are all WH words, right? So it starts with a WH word. So there are two types of interrogative sentences. All interrogative sentences end in a question mark. सबके end में question mark होता है, full stop नहीं होता है. Example, for example, do you like stories? Yes or no. ये yes no question हुआ, right? What kind of stories do you like? Now यहाँ पे WH word आया. तो कौन से टाइप की स्टोरीज़ आपको पसंद है? तो आप बोलोगे कि मुझे फिक्शन पसंद है, या मुझे मिस्ट्रीज़ पसंद है, या मुझे मेटाफिज़िक्स की बुक्स पसंद है, right? These all things you can say. So there can be any answer to this question because it's a WH question, and here it is only yes and no because you know कि ये yes no question ही है. Okay, further, sentence 1 above is a yes no question. It means that this kind of question can be answered in yes or no. Such a question begins with an auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb यानी do. This is the auxiliary verb. Do, does, ये सब ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स हैं जो मेन वर्ब को सपोर्ट करते हैं. दैट इज़ वाई दे आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज सपोर्टिंग वर्ब, राइट? सो जो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब से स्टार्ट होते हैं जनरली उसका आंसर येस नो में होता है. Such question begins with an auxiliary verb. In sentence 1 above, do is an auxiliary verb. Sentence 2 begins with a question word what. Since most of the question words what, when, where, who, whose, whom, why begin with WH, such questions are often referred to as WH questions. मतलब उनको WH questions भी बोलते हैं because they start with a WH word which is who, when, whom, what, all these are WH words. These questions cannot be answered in yes or no. Some statements has to be made to answer them, right? कोई statement बनाना पड़ता है उसमें, आप उसको yes no में आंसर नहीं दे सकते हो. That is why they are called WH questions. In an interrogative sentence, the auxiliary verb is placed before the subject. ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब हमेशा सब्जेक्ट से पहले प्लेस किया जाता है इंटरोगेटिव सेंटेंस में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, दे हैव गॉन अवे, दिस इज द स्टेटमेंट. हैव दे गॉन अवे मतलब सब्जेक्ट आया, उसके बाद हैव से पूछा हमने क्वेश्चन, तो दे इज इमीडिएटली आफ्टर द ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, हैव दे गॉन अवे, auxiliary verb and then subject, right? So this is the way you form the question. Two things to remember about an interrogative sentence. In an interrogative sentence we put the auxiliary verb before the subject. सब्जेक्ट के पहले ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब को रखा जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हैव, यहाँ पे भी ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है, यहाँ पे यू इज़ द सब्जेक्ट. डू यू लाइक स्टोरीज, तो यू के पहले ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब को रखा गया, राइट? So underline this point. In an interrogative sentence we put the auxiliary verb before the subject. We put a mark of interrogation at the end of the interrogative sentence. This is also important because हम लोग mark of interrogation मतलब question mark हम रखते हैं because they are questions. When we are asking a question, we put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Further, WH questions. WH questions can begin with interrogative pronouns. Example, who, whose, whom, what, which. ये interrogative pronouns है. Pronouns क्यों? Because ये noun के जगह पे use होते हैं, इसलिए उनको pronouns बोलते हैं, right? Interrogative adjectives. What color, which child, whose turn. Adjective मतलब noun के साथ जो use होते हैं, they are called interrogative adjectives. एंड इंटरोगेटिव एडवर्ब्स जो हमारे वर्ब को मतलब जो एक्शन है उसको एडिशन देते हैं, उनको एडवर्ब्स बोलते हैं. सो व्हेन, वेयर, इफ द एक्शन इज डन. इफ वॉकिंग, तो व्हेन वाज ही वॉकिंग, और वेयर ही वाज वॉकिंग, और व्हाई ही वाज वॉकिंग, और हाउ ही वाज वॉकिंग, और हाउ लॉन्ग ही वॉज वॉकिंग, और हाउ फार ही वॉज वॉकिंग, और हाउ ऑफन, हाउ सून, राइट? सो दिस इज यूज्ड एज एन एडवर्ब. एडवर्ब वो होते हैं जो जनरली वर्ब के बारे में आपको एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन देते हैं. वर्ब इज नथिंग बट योर एक्शन वर्ड. फर्दर, मूविंग ऑन टू इंटरोगेटिव प्रोनाउंस. इंटरोगेटिव प्रोनाउंस जो हमने यहाँ पढ़े, जो हु, हुज, हुम, वॉट, विच, वो जो पर्सन के बारे में क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड इंटरोगेटिव प्रोनाउंस. हु, हुज, हुम अप्लाई ओनली टू पर्सन्स. Who has taken my pen? Shuchi has taken it. Whose is this book? It is Suchi's book. Whom do you want to meet? I want to meet Anju. Okay. Who is used as a subject? Whom is used as an object. ये कभी कभी दो होते हैं तो subject and object की तरह उनको use किया जाता है. Who invited you? Whom are you inviting? मतलब किसको इनवाइट, यहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट हमारा यू है, एंड हुम मतलब किसको तुम इनवाइट करो, दैट इज़ योर ऑब्जेक्ट. और यहाँ पे क्या है, हु इनवाइटेड यू मतलब हु इज़ द सब्जेक्ट एंड इनवाइटेड यू इज़ द ऑब्जेक्ट, राइट? सब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट चेंज हो गया. Further, however, these days in informal conversation, it is common to use who instead of whom. It is common to use who instead of whom. Whom की जगह पे हम who use करते हैं. Whom do you want to talk to? किसके साथ आप बात करना चाहते हो, right? Who do you want to talk to, right? Who also is being used. Both the sentences given above are now accepted as correct. Both are accepted as correct. The first one is more formal. Whom is used in formal discussions. In written English, we prefer this form. The second is informal. Informal में use होता है, मतलब जब casually हम बात करते हैं तभी. In spoken English, we often use this form. Okay, so both the things are correct. What can be used for persons as well as things. What is in your pocket? My handkerchief, a thing. What is he? He is a teacher, right? So a person. Now what is all, दोनों में use होता है, for thing as well as person. Both you can use what. Look at these two questions and their answers. Who is he? He is a friend. What is he? He is a businessman. When we use what with a person, it means that we want to know their trade or profession, which applies both to persons and things. We use which when we have to select some person or thing from a given group. किसी को which कब use करते हैं? जब कोई person को select करना है, कोई thing को select करना है, then we use. Otherwise what can be used for both the things? Okay, who is the captain? Here he is asking about a person. General inquiry. Which of you is the captain? मतलब तुम सब में से कौन captain है? Pointing to a group. What are you writing these days? It's a general inquiry. Which of these books have you written? मतलब ये books में से तुमने कौन सी लिखी है? तो हम लोग specific पूछ रहे हैं, pointing to a group, right? हम लोग जब specific पूछते हैं तो we use which. When we are asking some general questions, we use what. Now interrogative pronouns: who, whose, whom, only for persons. What, which, persons as well as things. Who used as a subject, whom used as an object, right? That we have studied. Subject and object की तरह उनको use किया जाता है. Let us quickly do exercise 4. Dash has been selected to coach the team. Who has been selected to coach the team? Dash of these magazines would you like to subscribe to? Which of these magazines, मतलब specific पूछा है, ये सारी magazine में से कौन सा चाहिए, तो which आएगा. Which of these magazines would you like to subscribe to? Which serials do you like to watch? मतलब serials में से कौन सी specific serials तुमको पसंद है, तो which serials do you like to watch? Dash, did you manage to submit the project on time? How did you manage to submit the project on time? Right? Then your school is so far away. Dash, don't you shift to the hostel? Why don't you shift to the hostel? Dash, do you want to meet? Whom do you want to meet? And dash, who do you want to meet भी correct है, WHO who भी, पर formal English दिया है तो उसमें हम लोग WHOM whom use करते हैं. Dash are these picture tubes imported from? Where are these picture tubes imported from? It is WHERE. Now next is imperative sentences. Quickly we'll do imperative sentences, and from exclamatory we will start next time. We shall finish imperative ones. Imperative sentences, they are the commands. An imperative sentence expresses a command or order, an instruction, a request, or an advice. For example, keep off the grass. This is a command. मतलब grass से दूर रहो. Put this notice on the notice board. Instruction. Put this notice on the notice board. Pass me the sugar, please. Now this is a request when you are using magic words like please, thank you, welcome, right? Don't waste time watching silly cartoon movies. This is an advice. Don't waste time watching silly cartoon movies, right? So and a command and instruction, request or advice, they all come under imperative sentences. They end in a full stop. सब जगह में full stop ही होता है, but they can be commands, instructions, requests or advices. Now exclamatory sentences we shall move on next time. We stop here today and write down all the, here fill in the blanks, the exercise इसमें ही लिखो, कोई notebook में लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, but those points which I have made you underline, please write them. ये what and which वाले points लिखो. Who, whose, whom apply to persons, who is used to subject and whom is used as an object. What can be used for persons as well as things, which applies to both persons and things. All these important points please write down this entire thing, right? Fill in the blanks है तो मैं write down these 4 kinds of sentences that we did, and ये इसमें ही mark करो because it can be easily done here, it can be easily shown here, so you can do it. No need to write it in your notebook. Types of sentences क्या है? Interrogative sentences के types लिखो. And interrogative sentences sentence asks a question, right? So write all these points as I have told you in your notebook, and from exclamatory sentences we shall start next time. We stop here now.